Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome, welcome. Today's Monday and I'm Tall Mike. It's December 7th. What's going on in the stock market today? Not a whole lot. The Dow is down about 100, but the NASDAQ is up 50 points. Okay, the NASDAQ is hitting a new record high. Matter of fact, I think this is like the 5th trading day in a row where the NASDAQ keeps making a new record high. Now let's think about this. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that the economy is 50% better than it was before COVID hit? I mean, are we doing that much better? Because that's what the NASDAQ is telling us, that we're doing 50% better. We've gone up 50%. From the record high before COVID, we've gone up 50% higher. Now, to me, that's just incredible. Now, I know you're saying, well, Mike, that's the NASDAQ. They got stocks like Google and Apple and Tesla in there. Of course, those are doing better after COVID. Well, maybe. I don't think so. The S&P 500 is up about 25% since its pre-COVID highs, where it keep increasing higher. How's this possible? Well, what they do is they keep floating out a story. In my opinion, it's called goosing the market. They grab it by its bottom and they make it jump higher. They goose the market. Now, how does someone goose the market? Well, they goose the market by floating out stories. Now, if you'll notice, the last 3 Mondays, they floated out a story on the vaccine. First, the vaccine was going to come out and everything was going to be fixed. It was 90% effective. Next Monday, well, guess what? The vaccine is now 94% effective. The next Monday, I think it was up to like 98% effective. I was sure today, being Monday, they would float a vaccine story out, but they did not. They floated out a stimulus story. We're going to get stimulus. Republicans are talking to the Democrat, and the stimulus is coming, and they don't even know if the stimulus includes a check. Are we going to get a $1,200 check again? Woohoo, if we do, right? Hey, they can keep playing this game. They're not actually doing anything. It's been 8 months since our last stimulus check, but yet they keep talking about it, and the market algorithms pick up on this, and it goes boom, 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 boom. Now, if you'll notice on Sunday nights, you can actually watch the futures markets. The futures markets fluctuate, and anytime the future market is down on a Sunday night, they're going to float out a big story by Monday morning because they do not want the market to drop. Now, these are just stories they're putting out. There's not actually anything happening. There's not actually a vaccine out there that works, that's effective. Last I heard that 80% of the population has to take the vaccine for it to be effective at all. Maybe 80% will take it, maybe not. The latest one, I love this. They're going to give you a $1,500 stimulus check if you take the vaccine. Well, if the vaccine's so good, why do they need me to pay me to take it? I don't know. Do I want to take the vaccine? I don't know. Maybe. But anyways, they keep floating out a story, right? And they keep goosing the market higher and higher and higher. Look at the NASDAQ. Okay, so the NASDAQ is up 50% from its pre-COVID level. COVID hit, it dropped, and then it recovered. So there's your V-shape, but we got the super V-shape where we're now up 50% higher. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but at some point, won't we lose confidence in these stories? Won't we go, wait a minute, that's just a story. Won't we want to actually see a stimulus check? And it's $1,200 isn't going to do much. Let's make it $2,000. But do you know if the NASDAQ up here drops down by 20%, which would technically put it into a bear market. The definition of a bear market is a market that drops over 20%. Then you're in a bear market. Well, you know what? You'd be sitting right on the 200-day moving average, being in a bear market with a huge upslope. We are so far above the 200-day right now on the NASDAQ that we could drop 20% and still be sitting on the 200-day. Okay, so what should we do? Should we short it? Should we go short? I'm very tempted, but Let me give you the counter side to this. We're in a very strong time of the year. Stock markets don't usually crash right before Christmas. They do not. They do have pullbacks though, and I could see a pullback here. Is it worth getting in a play by putting on some puts on the QQQ? I think it is. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but if we get another, we're at like 5 record highs in a row. If we get a 6th record high tomorrow and a 7th on Wednesday, it might be time to put a short on the QQQs, to buy some puts, to watch it come in, to watch it pull down. Now, it's kind of funny. People laugh at me a lot because I call myself a stock market gambler. Now, I could have called myself a lot of things. I could have called myself a speculator, a trader, an investor. But in these markets, aren't we really just gambling on what the Federal Reserve is going to do, on how much money they're going to print? Well, isn't that really gambling? You can call it speculating. You can call it investing. You can call it trading. And I trade all over the place. I love it. I love trading, but it's really gambling. There is nobody that can convince me that this is not gambling. There is no price discovery in the market. Is the market really worth 50% more now than it was prior to the start of COVID? No one can convince me that's true. The only reason we're up there is because we printed $3 trillion and put it into the stock market. Are we going to get another $3 trillion? Absolutely. I think we'll get $6 trillion. You know, maybe they'll pump $10 trillion in this year. If the market loses faith, they might have to come in with $20 trillion. You're saying this can't go on forever. Maybe it can. Maybe it can. We are the reserve currency. Well, Mike, we won't be the reserve currency if we continue to print money. You know, that might be true. That might be true. You might want to get into some, what I call real money, gold and silver. Now today, gold is having a wonderful day. It's up $25 today. The miners, the gold miners, they're up over 3%, almost 4%, just in one day. Just in one day. I know hedge funds that are happy to have a 3%, 4% for the year. But the gold miners did it today already, one day. They're not done going up. Gold miners are cheap here. They're very cheap here, but you might want to get some physical gold and silver to protect yourself. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin's at what, almost over 19,000 still. Head into 20,000. It's going to make a new high. It's going to make a new high. But I'm very cautious right here. I think Bitcoin could go from 19,000 down to 16,000 and then explode higher and hit $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You go, what? You're crazy, Mike. Bitcoin, I know, I'm conservative. There's people out there saying 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. Some are as high as 1 million on Bitcoin. Why? Well, they're calling it digital gold. A lot of the millennials love that Bitcoin. Me, I'm an old guy. I'll take gold over Bitcoin right now at these prices. Gold 1,800, 1,850. Bitcoin 19,000. I'm going with gold at these prices. Now, if it shifts around where Bitcoin comes in to 16,000, 15,000, gold keeps creeping up, maybe I shift back into the Bitcoin. Right now, I'm into the gold side. Anyways, I think you just need some protection in these markets. You really do. They can go much higher, but we're going to continue to goose the markets. Maybe the China deal will come back. Remember how Donald, I loved the Donald when he was always goosing the markets with the China deal. Oh, we got a deal. We got phase 1. We got phase 2. China deal. It kept the markets going higher. Right now they use vaccine. We got a vaccine. It's in the airplanes that are flying it out to you. It's in the trucks. They're going to be bringing it to your local CVS store. They're going to shoot it in your arm. Make those markets go up. Float that word vaccine. Algorithms kick in and the markets continue higher. It's a game. Same with the stimulus. If the vaccine story stops working, they're going to go to the stimulus story. Stimulus is coming. It's coming. We're going to vote on it next week. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it out there before Christmas. And once that big announcement comes, you're going to see the market pop. That's why it's tough to short them here. It's really tough to short them. But I am considering it. I'm not doing it just yet. I'm going to wait another day or two, see if we can get another record high in the NASDAQ tomorrow. Maybe I'll go into the QQQs tomorrow, put that trade on. We'll see. We'll see. It's exciting to watch, though. I mean, watch the stories that they float out and then watch how the market pops. At some point, there's going to be price discovery, though. And when that happens, oh my goodness, look out below, look out below. Anyways, get out there, do some trading today. It's Monday. It's going to be a great week. I'm Tall Mike. I'm a stock market gambler. If you like this stuff, go to stockmarketgambler.com. Give me your name and email. I'll tell you how I look at those charts. I'll give you my secrets. It's a lot of fun to play the markets. I'm Tall Mike. We'll talk again tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button. Give me that thumbs up. Okay, guys. Bye-bye now.